Got ourselves big chicken over for the team one, ready to go. We got Morales on team Layson, Licton as a Warlock, and RMP. Maybe first potentially. It looks like he's trying to get out of the gates pretty quickly. Chills on the Unholy. Lotto over for the Survival. Murdering in the back. Got ourselves Nadralina as well as Varka. What is this turtle shell thing you got going on? Okay. Okay. Is that the trading post turtle shell or is that the... Wasn't there a turtle shell you could get from a Twitch thing, chat? Pretty sure I got one, but I'm not 100%. I was trying to get the bear thing. And it said, like, you got the bear, and then some kind of other mog. I'm pretty sure it's the thing. Wait, is it chills or is it... Not really, no. I think I'm trying to figure it out. Might be chills. And it looks like potentially Big Chicken first up. But I think they're potentially maybe still also trying to figure out who's going to be first up. Stun onto Chill Pills immediately. Chicken trying to see if he gets some damage out. Insta Army with a stun onto Chicken. Got himself a bunch of damage, but Bear from immediately. Harder than Wild Insta. Just to get himself as much survivability as possible. Trying to get a cast on the Wrath. Is able to at least get one to maybe proc a little bit of damage from those trees. AMC, but what is the damage from afar? Was that Execute? Was that Reapers? What in the actual... insane hell was that just now? Seriously, what was that? What actually was that? Licton gonna be up next. Got himself a bit of damage into a or not damage, bit of CC. Mortal Call, fear. Ledgeborn's out of it immediately. AMS is up, trying to see if he can get some damage out. Infernal is in place. Silence out. Dark Pack for a second. Reaper's Mark is getting procced though, or is it someone else that's proccing it? What is that effect? It looks like it's like execute something, like the Reaper's Mark proc, but I'm pretty sure you can proc it when he's like still high on health, right? Unless you hit like the succubus. Do you have a succubus? Is there a pet nearby? Dropping it down, a bunch of damage. Succubus is still in play. No, I do see that thing on the side. Unless it's like in the execute range somewhere somehow. AMS up for chills. Got himself a bit of immunity to magic damage. Chaos Bolt eating it to the face, but can't eat the second one. Able to absorb one. Licton just continuously pumping the damage into him. Mortal Call right after. Chaos Bolt, however, honestly, unfortunately, light aside and try to go for a kick. Does not connect. Grip into kick, but does it up juking him. Bolt still trying to get those bolts in as possible. Got himself the Chaos Mother, which is exactly what Brock is looking for. It is going to be big damage. Shows with a silence, mad damage, like that with a Warlock Hellstone. Doesn't matter though. Immediately gripping the Morales for a Death Strike. Is going to be able to break out of that stone with a human racial. Morales taking quite a decent bit of damage though. Bubble out, sets a full immunity. Chilpin just trying to see if he can escape. I don't know if he has himself survivability for this. No, unfortunately. IBF coming back really soon. And unfortunately, without full setup, without full immunity, there's just not much that could really be done. Morales is going to be up next versus Nadralina. Full Searing Glare. Morales with the Shield of Vengeance. Maybe looking for a Spell Warden here. I don't know if he has it available yet. Forbearance is going to be on him after that bubble, but he's definitely going to need to press a button here. He's going to have to press some button. Lay on Hands or Spell Warden. One of those got to go. Spell Warden or Lay on Hands is being used immediately. You still have Spell Warden. You just got to live long enough for that Forbearance to last out long enough. Nadralina taking a bit of the dot damage, but landing that stun. Epic should hopefully not be down off of that stun. Spell Warden should still be in play. Once you find a opportunity to time it correctly. May need it right here. Definitely need it right then there. I don't know if it was available, usable, or whatnot, but it looks like Team 1 is getting chopped right through fairly quickly. It's going to be down to Layson and RMPXO to try to see if they can find a way to get some kind of like a victory here. Nadralina, Lay on Hands, did end up using Blessing of Saint in order to give himself a little bit of CC immunity. Too many Paladins this match. Too many Paladins in general, but I feel like they're just... that's just in PvP in general. Nadralina with a bubble, trying to see if they can potentially punish Layson, if at all possible. Oh, might be. That was next. Might be. I meant to do Tolveron. Yep, didn't mean to do the Dalaran sewers. I did say to Boris, I'm gonna do a Lord Tolveron for him. He asked for Tolveron. I told him I'm doing Tolveron. I ended up not doing Tolveron. I'm a bad friend. Bad YouTuber. Layson with a Lay on Hands, blind by Nadralina, has Searing Glare to follow up, so he gives you an opportunity to at least continue to pump damage on Layson. However, Layson still got big damage taken. Maybe looking at a bubble if he's not careful. Nadralina picking up some damage though. Bobble out for Lacey to make sure he's okay. Try to see if he can end the zero right now. Nadralina, nowhere to go, nothing to do but eat a Hodge and go down. That is unfortunate, with Varka going to be up next. Layson's only big ability now left is, only big ability for him right now is potentially a chance to spell Warden a big go by Varka and just go for as much self-healing as possible. He is Herald of the Sun, so I think he might decide to play double Dawnlight to just live. Need more variety? I don't disagree. Definitely we do need more variety, man. Keep rolling glass? No, dude, the rogue rolls. Wouldn't happen if you were Outlaw Rogue. Outlaw Rogues are really good at rolling. Just gotta get better at slash rolling. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Layson does keep the pressure on Varka. Even a little bit. Stun with a Shield of Evidence, Searing Glare. Layson knows he just needs to back the hell out of here. I don't know if he's got himself a Dawnlight that he can put up. Any pre-healing you could do with like healing over time ahead of time would help you out a lot. And stuns. Varka trinketed. I'm not really sure what. I don't know if he got stunned last second or anything. But yeah. Blind onto Layson, but it breaks. Laying hands by Varka. Layson needs a lot of healing. Varka, though, is super low in health. What is happening? Does have to bubble. Layson, as long as he can live. Spell Warden to trade with a bubble. I think Layson brings it back out from the dumps of Dalaran sewers and might be able to crawl out towards the tops of this victory. Holy, it does take it. That was some burst off of Laying hands. That was some burst right there. What was that? Blind immediately onto the survival hunter. Searing Glare to follow. Cannot remove it. It is going to back up behind the pillar. Just got himself plenty of banked up damage. With big nade thrown in. Layson taking a lot of hits there. Lotto just trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reposition. Layson Brocket or random wigs does end up eating a binding shot, unfortunately. Another set of grenades out for Lotto. Trinkets out of it. Shield of Vengeance for Layson. I don't know if he got a Laying hands. He doesn't have bubble. He doesn't have immunity. Laying hands may be the only thing keeping him alive here. That are just Dawn Lights. And just gonna have to play it super safe, super steady. Does go for the full Wake of Ashes with at least one Dawn Light on himself. Maybe could do a Dawn Light onto Lotto. Gonna eat a freezing trap. Does he have Laying hands is the question. Otherwise, Lotto, I think, as it. Laying hands is available. For Lotto, it may be a Turtle Shield. Does go for a Turtle Shield. Not out of the woods just yet. Layson is still taking a lot of damage from that Lunar Storm. It is passive damage. It is very good. Stun onto Lotto before he can really react, however. Layson does end up taking him out. Murder Ring is the last one left over for the team. Two. Where's your mug? Oh, I kind of like that, actually. The shot of pan look. Wait, that actually looks sick as hell. That actually looks kind of sick. Hell yeah, dude. Look like a survival hunter. I like that. Hey, that actually looks good. I like that a lot. But it's giving Layson an opportunity to have an auto duel. Bubble coming up for Layson very, very soon. Murdering technically also has an immunity, so he can trade Bubble with his own immunity of time stop. Deep breath. Trying to see if he can get an angle versus Layson. If you can get yourself some damage with those empowerment, with those extra dragons with you, that would be great. Having to go playing defensively, just spamming Living Flame on himself just to heal up. Layson wants to approach him, but for Murdering right now where he's at, he could potentially set up a sleepwalk and maybe get himself a big go. Layson has a trinket though, so he's in a great spot right now. Disintegrates, whatever disintegrates you can do around the pillar, that's going to help you out a lot. Because that's damage that Layson cannot really stop. Trying to go for a sleep on him. As long as Layson doesn't get a Dawnlight on you, you might be okay. Full Mastery, breath damage is out. Trinket out for murder. However, gets hit with a stun. Does get himself defenses ahead of time though. So you should be able to recover health. Does go for immune. That should help him recover a little bit of healing. Wait, does that also stop your healing too? Oh, that might be rough. Sleep, it's over. Layson brings it back for the team. I am kind of surprised. Chilpa's pulled off some decent, really solid damage, but Layson brings it back out on top. I miss Layson running around with the big hammer bonky people, but Herald of the Sun is still way too good for PvP, man. Can't blame a single Paladin for using that. Let's get us another go in here, boys.